the thought of working on the water full time was just amazing to me, because I just beat the hell out of my body my whole life doing construction, and would be really happy to be out in the water all the time. It's what I do in every little bit of my spare time possible. And the thought to be able to do it together as a family was, you know, really appealing to me.
At the windows, and Chelsea was like horrified. So I was like,
It's like
was
the
all
movie,
of
it's
those
like the
things.
movie Money Pit. The stairs fall down the guy.
Dylan, come here.
Come on. I'll warm it up. You want to drive first?
Yeah.
Careful, it's a little slippery up here.
Sometimes it's hard as family, you know, to go right from work into home life and try to not carry everything into it. But this is a little different because oystering kind of is our life. It's one of the most rewarding things possible. When we started this, Jake was 14. And just seeing him grow into the man he is now, his thoughts and ideas and time that have gone into this is really game changer in terms of where we are and where we're going. Once in a while, I'd go over one, hit the next, and it just splash right up on wave go over. What we do together, you know, part of it is love of, you know, the water, the environment. Part of it is kind of the connection with your mom too.
Yeah.
And we spent so much time out here all together, going to Sandy Point, you know, just all the memories. It was so unexpected. Jake lost his mom at the age of 8. It's my wife, who I'd been with for 15 years, met when I was 15 years old. One of the things I enjoy the most about spending a lot of time with Jake, he just reminds me of her every day. You know, not a day goes by that I don't think about her in some way. So I never thought I was going to be with anybody else, you know. I was just so lucky that Beth and I met, and maybe it was Rachel that set us up, you know, so that we could continue to be happy and that Jake would, you know, have kind of a solid family environment.
Again. Let's hope that just came over. That's Lewis. That's Bo. That's Fern. You'll see them all. I fell in love with an oyster farmer. I met Jake when he was one of my students, and I thought, oh, this kid is super cool. I've got to hook him up with my kids. And so I did, and they became friends really quickly. And my boys invited me to go fishing and oystering, and I did. And I never left. Bye. See you in a little bit. There's something about manual labor that really, it like breaks you down and it exhausts you in the best possible way. And you're outside and you're dirty and you're tired. I don't know, it's magical to me. Nice big open spot here.
That's a lot of oysters.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty good?
Yeah, perfect. As usual.
We combine everybody's ideas and we don't shut anything down. We experiment different things, but the main thing is that we take what we've learned and don't make the same mistake again. Make it a learning experience, not a mistake. 1,200 per bag in the large ones here. 600 bags or something all together, and we're down to 200, I think.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Yep. Yeah, before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We're pretty lucky, though. I wouldn't want to do this time of year with anybody else.
You're just saying that because there's scones waiting for you at home.
Yeah. end of the day, there's 5 of us, Dana being an important part, and when people have thoughts and ideas, we listen.
I never imagined that this would be something I would be doing, and now it's like all I want to do.
I was like, what gave you that impression? When's the harvest?
Last night. Yep.
A beautiful day.
Yeah. Oh,
Down.
leave it. Can't sell it. So we separated out your favorites.
Beautiful.
Aren't they pretty? So like this oyster I've touched probably 40 times myself.
Well, and when we first met, that was what was so special to me, because you're like, you know, we'll rotate them so they develop a deeper cup, which is also an important piece for serving them in the restaurants. They're plump.
You can manipulate anything to get what you want out of it. It's just a lot of work. But that's part of what makes these unique, is that when you chip that off, the energy focuses from growing long to growing fat.
Yeah, when we first talked about that, that's what amazed me, and that's why you get that meaty belly, and that's why we love them so much.
What are you gonna do with these?
This and that and everything.
Perfect.
Most of them are for raw bar tonight, but I do have a new roasted oyster dish we're working on.
Yeah?
Some of those big ones will be good for. Fairhaven is an interesting place. You know, we're in New Haven, but it is a little subsection that had been known for its rich oystering history since the early 1800s. I think simply by tapping into the history that once was here and serving really great food simply and with integrity, you're sort of in this undercurrent of honoring the way things were always supposed to be. I choose cooking as my creative outlet because it's an organic process. Everybody needs to eat, everybody cooks, and there's endless opportunities to learn and grow. It just feels like a very intimate way to connect with other human beings, whether it's in the kitchen, in the dining room, at the farm. We're all working together for the same goal. So our meals are things that people are coming to for comfort and sustenance and relief. You know, you had a shitty day, you want to go out to dinner and just be kind of transported, which I think is something that we're really good at here. You know, you walk in, it's dim, there's candles, good music, you know, the low hum of conversation, and it's not just food, it's sustenance, not only physically, but I think emotionally. When they come up to the window, if my guy's not here, I'll be like, hey, table, whatever, it said that was the best oyster they ever had, or we share in that joy, and that makes it all worth it. You know, the long days and nights, and it's validating. I mean, we're craftspeople, so when your craft is recognized and appreciated, it keeps the circle going. And I read something recently that really struck me. It was integrity is when what you say, what you do, and what you think are all the same. I mean, that's it in a nutshell for me.
You know, you have to be so aware when you eat a raw product, because you're eating whatever that oyster has eaten. So I think living in a clean, blue, environmentally responsible state makes a massive difference. There just needs to be awareness of how fantastic the Connecticut oysters are. I think it's easy to say Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and I think it's just what people know. But I think once people get a handle on Connecticut oysters, I don't think there's going to be any going back. I don't see a problem with people really getting hooked on the oysters here. I think they just need to expand their horizons a little bit and try it out.